In less than 12 hours, there is a critical event that is going to be taking place that's going to be affecting every single cryptocurrency in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. And in this video, we are going to be talking about exactly what this is. We're going to be talking about why did cryptos crash today? Why did they go down? We're also going to be talking about what's happening tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the expectations of what experts are expecting to happen tomorrow and much more. This is a very critical update, crypto emergency alert video, so make sure you watch until the very end. If you love cryptocurrency content, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe with notifications on, and let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments below. So first and foremost, we have the CPI coming out tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is critical. This is critical as we are seeing the cryptocurrency market become very volatile, kind of crashing a little bit because of what is happening tomorrow. And I'm going to be getting into the expectations of the previous CPI data, how it's affected crypto, and much more. So we're going to be getting into that right now. So first and foremost, again, we have CPI coming out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Immediately at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, if you type in CPI data in Google or on whatever search engine you have, you will see the information coming out, what the actual data confirms. And what it's going to be confirming is going to be confirming inflation and how inflation was for the month of July. Now, analysts are expecting inflation to come in lower than what it was in the month of June, which was the highest CPI reading or the highest inflation all year and for the last 40 years. Now, the forecast tomorrow is 8.7%. And as we can see here over on Twitter by KLCPI Daddy, we see that 0 out of 17 times we have actually fallen under expectations. 5 out of 17 times we've been right on expectations, and 12 out of 17 past CPI, we've been over expectations in a bad way. So what we actually have been witnessing in the crypto market as the CPI has been coming out, no matter how bearish, whatever the CPI is, the last several times we've been seeing crashing leading up to CPI and pumping and bullishness immediately following the CPI news and several days after. And the last CPI we had pumping basically for 2 weeks straight in the cryptocurrency market. So since we have dumped and actually gone down basically today and almost about 2 days in a row, I am expecting another pump again. Now, it could be a totally different play tomorrow, no matter what the CPI comes in at, whether it's under expectations or whatever. If it's under expectations, that's going to be very bullish for the crypto market, in my opinion. But the crypto markets might not react in a bullish way. So what are cryptos going to be doing tomorrow? I don't know. Nobody has a clue. But what we have seen is that every CPI reading, especially when there's been dumps leading up to the days before CPI or right before CPI, we are seeing pumps, we are seeing bullishness. So what we can potentially expect is obviously a lot of volatility leading up to CPI and after the CPI, because the markets need time and days to digest the information. And then you're gonna have the Fed's response, what people are gonna be expecting the Fed to do as a result of the CPI numbers. And why this is so important is because the Fed is going to be adjusting their monetary policy, an example, by raising or lowering interest rates based on the number coming out tomorrow. So that's why this is super critical and very important for us to pay attention and to see what is going to be happening tomorrow. Now, I am expecting inflation to come down under 9.1, which was the obvious reading of last month. So if inflation is coming down and peaking down, investors are going to see that. They're going to start pricing in inflation is coming down. That means Fed is going to raise interest rates less and less aggressively, which means that there's going to be more money in the overall economy and the markets for people to invest. So I do believe that cryptocurrencies are probably going to pump and be bullish. Maybe not tomorrow, but after a couple of days, at least within a couple of days from now, that they're going to respond in a bullish way to this CPI data. We might not get that bullish response immediately tomorrow. It might not happen until a day after, but I do believe here very, very soon that cryptos are going to respond in a bullish way. And it's also highly possible, since what we have seen the last CPI readings, is that cryptos are probably going to end up pumping as a result of this CPI information, especially when there are sell-offs before. So that is my 2 cents and what I think is going to be happening tomorrow. And we are seeing, obviously, this article says Bitcoin drops to support as looming CPI print shakes up crypto and stocks. So we saw a pretty decent dump today in the stock market and the crypto market. It wasn't a crazy crash. It wasn't the worst thing we've ever seen. It's honestly a healthy pullback, which I did buy the dip. And I'm very happy about this purchase, especially since in the Patreon, we were able to sell Ethereum. Is one of the coins that we trade at 1800. We can see a sell alert right here. If you were in tier 3, we would have had access to the sell alert where you would have sold for significant profits. Even every single week, we've been making profits off Ethereum. You will see that we had a sell alert for $1,800 and it obviously dropped to about $1,660. So congratulations if you took that trade. But overall, the charts are still bullish. Cryptos are at support, as this article says. Bitcoin is at support. Cryptos are at support. We're getting a little bit of a bounce here this evening, which is pretty decent and as expected, honestly. But despite what's on the charts here, there's a lot of volatility to be had, a lot of volume, a lot of trading, a lot of panic selling, a lot of panic buying going to be had here in the next 12 hours, 24 hours, and 48 hours to pretty extreme levels. I am overall leaning bullish in this circumstance with CPI. So I am expecting Ethereum and cryptocurrencies to make a bounce up, a recovery back up to the highs that we have been testing the last couple of days and to continue these overall bullish move. That is my speculation. And I do believe that that is very likely to happen, especially here over the next few weeks as the Ethereum merge is taking place, which is going to have a very bullish effect on the entire crypto space. I'm super excited for that. So overall, I'm bullish for CPI tomorrow. That might not be the case. We might actually crash lower. We might end up going lower, but that is only going to be a temporary thing because the CPI inflation, this is all temporary news that causes temporary volatility, and it does not fundamentally change anything for cryptocurrencies or anything in the crypto market for the long term. It's just temporary, short-term volatility, which can crash or pump things up and down really fast, but they will continue their overall trend, which is bullish. So if we do end up crashing tomorrow, if we end up crashing over the next week, we are going to be back at these same levels that we are at just a couple of days ago in probably a few weeks time at the most. So I'm not worried about the volatility that's going to be taking place, but we will be trying to take advantage over this volatility as we have been making buy alerts in the Patreon, all tiers in the Patreon, where we are looking to make some significant profits off this next move here in the crypto market, which is likely to take place over the next few hours. So if you want to get access to that, go ahead and join tier 3 in the Patreon. And if you want to trade cryptocurrencies on the best platform out there, it is none other than Bybit, where my followers, people that click on my link below, you can claim up to a $5,000 deposit bonus. Free crypto if you deposit crypto over there. Go ahead and send crypto over there. If you even send only $100, $500, $1,000, you are getting significant free money. Highly recommend it by just using the link in my video description. And if you want to learn how to make 1% to 2% every single day trading cryptocurrencies using my strategy course and mentoring program, highly recommend applying with the link in my video description. Now that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for staying to the end. Consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe with notifications on, and let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments below. I'll see you all later.